Hey guys, it's Kristine. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about budgeting in my bullet journal. On this channel, I talk about budgeting as a single mom of 2 adult kids. I have a son who lives at home with me and a daughter who is away at college. My goals are to get my spending under control, save up for retirement, build an emergency fund, and try to stay out of debt, all while still trying to live my life. However, my short-term goal is to manage a smaller paycheck while watching all of my daughter's games this year. It's her senior year as a college student athlete, and I am determined to be there for all of her games, even if it means more expenses and less pay. If you would like to join me in this journey, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, and comment down below if you want to see more content like this. It would help my channel very much. Okay, so I just realized that during the intro I had this all exposed, but that's okay. There's not a lot of transactions there, so I'm just gonna go over them with you and show you how it all adds up in my budget tracker, in my budget category tracker. And yeah, let's get to it. Actually, before I start, I want to say that I didn't go to my daughter's game on Saturday. So she had a split schedule. She had a Thursday game in the Bay Area and then a Saturday game in the San Diego area. And I decided that I was exhausted after going to the Bay Area, that I didn't think I could wake up at the butt crack of dawn on Saturday just to drive down. Because on Friday I was just already exhausted. Thursday night after getting home, I was like, it's not going to happen. I couldn't sleep till 1 because I was so hopped up on caffeine. So I canceled it. So sad, but my friend did purchase the login for the streaming service to watch the games, so she let me have her login and I was able to watch online. It's not the same as watching in person, and definitely wish I had gone. But I mean, that was my heart wishes I had gone. My body was like, thank you for letting me sleep in. Anyway, so back to this tracker. I do have the first 2 transactions here kind of mixed up because I had incorrectly colored it in like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I didn't want to white it out, so I just left it, and I figured I was going to use those colors anyway. So the colors denote the budget categories. So this blue is for my allowance. This green is for grocery. So things are going to be kind of flip-flopped. Anyway, this very long and chatty. Okay, let's just get to it. So let's start on the 15th. I'm going to skip down here. So that was game day. And so I did go to the Bay Area. My mom and I went. My son didn't go with us. Parking was $10. And that was the away game. I probably could have gotten away with like paying $8 because it was like $2 per hour, maximum 10, but I wasn't sure how long the game would last, so I just went ahead and paid for the max. Yeah, I should have gone. I should have paid for the lower, but that's okay. You know, we like to visit after the game and kind of like chit chat with other parents, and then like, you know, talk to the players when they're done. Specifically, I wanted to talk to my daughter and also like she has a couple of friends on there that, you know, I've known for a little while, and I know that their parents couldn't come to the game, so it's always nice to say hi. So 15th, I've spent $15 in game tickets. So one was general admission and one was senior. Not all the venues have the senior pricing, so that was nice to have. Yeah. And then on the 15th, I also purchased some gas at Costco. It was $53.36, and the gas there was $4.89.9 per gallon. Gas is on the way up. and I am not really happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. So, okay, so now we're back to the 16th. I'm going to go up here. So on the 16th, I spent $11.87 at the corner store, not Walgreens, to buy my cigarettes, the Capris. So I was on my way to my friend's house. We all have student athletes in college. A lot of them played together since they were like 10. So we kind of just, you know, became friends over time. And it's really nice to have a support system and just talk about college, our kids in college, you know, sports and just life in general. So we've become very good friends. Anyway, we try to get together at least once a month, or not at least, we try to get together once a month, but during the fall, it's kind of hard to find time to get together. And this was the only Friday that I was free, whether or not I was going to go to the Saturday game. Friday night was the only Friday I have available until November. So we did decide to get together that day, regardless of whether I was going to the Saturday game or not. And then also on the 16th, I picked up a Caesar salad. I know I spelled Caesar wrong. Sorry. At Costco for $8.54. I also picked up a whole cheese pizza. One of the ladies there does not eat pork or beef, so I didn't get pepperoni. So $10.78 for a cheese pizza at Costco. I also picked up my refill prescription for $1.54 at the pharmacy. And then I had actually a no spend day, so not only the 14th, but also on the 17th, the 18th. Wow, okay. So on the 19th, I did spend $4.11 on the McDonald's app, and I got a daily double, which is basically like, it's like a McDouble, basically. It's like a double cheeseburger almost. And a soda for $1 and free fries because I had enough points. So that was nice. On the 19th, I also got another pack of Capris at that same corner store, and that's it. That's it for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. So the 14th, I had a no spend. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, I had a no spend. And the 18th, I had a no spend. So here you see like some of my stuff that I was planning to do on Saturday but didn't do. I was gonna go to the game, and then when I decided not to go to the game, I put smogged, like get my car smogged and, you know, go to the Apple store maybe to get the new iPhone, but I didn't do any of those. So the new iPhone wouldn't be for me, it would be for my son. He still has the XR from like way back in the day. Gosh, has it been? Let's see, 4, 5, maybe 5 years ago. So he takes really good care of his phones. Anyway, so there's like a deal right now. Well, I don't know if it's still on right now, but like if you trade in your phone, I think you can get like $400 off at T-Mobile. And I was gonna see if, because on the Apple Store website, it looks like they do honor like the T-Mobile deals, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, I ended up not going because I didn't feel like it. 19th I did spend, oh, the 20th. That's today. So I did cancel my Marriott reservation that I had made for this 23rd and 24th. I had made that because there was a reservation I had a couple weeks ago, or a week or so ago, that I forgot to cancel. And the only way for me to not get penalized is if I rescheduled it. So then I rescheduled it 2 weeks out, and then, you know, eventually canceled it today. I only canceled it today. I didn't know if there was going to be like a timer on it or something, like, not a timer, but something to indicate that, hey, she's trying to game the system. But so yeah, I wanted to wait like a week or so before I cancel it. I didn't want to cancel it the same night. But yeah, it worked. So I didn't have to pay a penalty for canceling that reservation outside of the parameters. So I actually had 1, 2, 3, 4 no spend days. Hooray! Okay, so I went ahead and penned these in right here. So for gas and car work, I didn't spend anything. So that is rolling over that negative $50.69, but that's okay because I still have money for gas and car for travel. And if you saw my previous video, my previous check-in, you'll know that I kind of did a little bit of math already, kind of just to prep myself to know like what money was in what account before I went and spent any more money. So for groceries, I only spent $8.54. That's $111.04 left over in that category. But again, if you go down here to my daughter's food category, I'm in the negative for $87.15, so that I will take money from here to fill this. Household, I didn't spend anything. Eating out, I did spend $14.89. I was already in the negative 55.49, so that brings me to $70.38 in the negative. I didn't spend anything for copays. I did spend $1.54 for my medication refill. Allowance, I spent a total of $23.74 this week, and that puts me in the negative $12.79. I didn't spend anything for fun or uncategorized technically, but I will in the closeout probably dip into this. Gas and car, I spent $53.36 and I have $152.99 left. I didn't spend anything for hotel because I didn't go to San Diego. But I am still in the negative $18.32, and I am doing something different with this hotel category. So I'm using this as a sinking fund for when I go to pay my accounts. And stay tuned, or keep an eye out for a video. I'm going to go over my debt as far as what I'm spending on hotels and how I'm tracking those and how I am going to start paying them off. For parking, I only spent $10. That leaves me with $160. Tickets, I spent $15. That leaves me with $145. I did fund these two ahead of time, so that way I'm just taking money out of them as opposed to scrambling every week to see like where that money is going to come from. And I also didn't want to make it a line item in my budget because it just varies from week to week. Sometimes tickets to get in are free, sometimes parking is more or less, etc., depending on the venue. So like I mentioned earlier, my daughter's food category is in the negative. I didn't spend anything for my daughter this week, so $87.15 in the negative for food, $20 left for laundry that will roll over into the next paycheck. And then once she needs the $40 to reload her wash app, I'll already have that in there. And this other category is $1.21. I might just absorb that into this food category too. There's a variety of things that I could do shuffling this money around, but keep an eye out for the budget closeout for that. I didn't spend anything for hair, brows, car maintenance, gifts and giving, clothing, or subscriptions. So everything just stays the same. I am going to have to get my car smogged. So that's going to come out of this. And then I also need to renew my tags, and that's going to be $166. and yeah, it's due on the 16th of October. So I'm gonna have to get my car smogged probably this month, and then, you know, get the tags done. So hopefully that'll be enough. It should be. What else? Oh, I am hoping to use this gifts and giving as part of a giveaway for if and when my YouTube channel ever reaches 400. I would like to do a giveaway. So help me reach that milestone, guys. I would like to make it for like when it reaches 500, but I didn't do a giveaway for when it reached 300. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, the next one would be 400. So I am going to go ahead and add these up. So 854 plus 1489 plus 154 plus 2374 is 4871. And then this is 5069 in the negative, plus 111.04 plus 2062 minus 7038 plus 7991 plus 2601 minus 1279 plus 100 plus 20. So this is fine. I know I have negatives in these 3 categories, but I'm not too worried about being negative in my actual bank account. I do keep an eye on that, and I, you know, make sure that I am not going to be negative. Also, I do have my emergency fund sitting in there, sort of acting also as a buffer, and I just try to ignore it. As in, I try to pretend it's not there so that I don't spend it. And it's been working out so far. I was a little worried at first, but I tested it out with like, I think I had 1,400 in there for a while. And then I consolidated, or I stuck my emergency funds together into that same account. Okay, so the reason I do that is because up to $3,000 of your balance, T-Mobile will give you 4% interest rate if you make 10 purchases. So the $3,000 is in there as an emergency fund, but it's also a buffer, and it's also making me, you know, the 4% interest on it. And then whatever is in my budget categories is what is being spent in and out of that account. And then I get my 10 transactions to activate that 4%. If I weren't able to reach that 10% threshold or 10 purchase threshold, then I would, I think it's 1.5. I would get 1.5%, which is not bad. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 65.94, and this is 864.04. All right. So that's it for this budget. I hope that made sense. I kind of like doing the math off camera, but if it would help to do it on camera so that you could see where I'm pulling the numbers from, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so this is what I'm working with. I will do the closeout next, and then these numbers, the total left, should match my ending total because it's synonymous. But I do the math a little bit different on there. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I do apologize if I am kind of slow getting to the comments. I will try to do better. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.